Welcome guys. So your products are finally active on Amazon. Now you can officially say now you are an Amazon seller. So what is the next step? So we need to check what are Amazon's policy to sell on Amazon and what are the things we need to know. So in Amazon there is an option called account health, which is the most important thing in Amazon. So we need to check. So what all policies are there in Amazon which we need to follow. So once again, let's dive in. Go to google.com and search for Amazon Seller Central. Click on Amazon Seller Central. Okay. So if your account is already logged in, so automatically your account will get started, or else you need to log in. You can check over here beside Amazon Seller Central, your brand name or your store name would be appeared / the country name which you are going to start selling. So we have registered for India, so by default India, right? So now you need to click on all these three things: inventory and manage inventory. So first we need to check, is our product active or not on Amazon. So this kind of pop-up comes in. If you want to read, you can read it, or you can just close it down. So if you can check, 2 of my products are inactive right now, and in the variation 3, all the 3 variations are active. So if you want to check your product on amazon.in, you can directly go to their website and search for your brand. You will get that, or you can just click on the link, any link or the title, and automatically you will see your product in amazon.in. So you can see anyone can add to cart my product or buy now. And if you just scroll down, right, so you can see the variation: 500 milliliter, 1 liter and 2 liter. Right, so my product is active on Amazon. So now I need to check what all are the Amazon policy which I need to follow while I'm selling on Amazon. So for that, first of all, again click on Amazon Seller Central, click on this 3 line, go to performance and account health. So if you can check, this is the account health page, okay, and it is divided into 3 points: customer service performance, policy compliance and shipping performance. Okay, and in policy compliance you can see account health rating. So you get 3 colors: red, yellow and green. Green means your account is healthy, you are following all the policy, you are doing everything perfectly. Yellow means your account is at risk. That means you are not following some of the policies of Amazon, or you have raised some complaint on Amazon, that's why your account is at risk. Red one is your account is deactivated. Okay, so I will teach you how you can avoid going to at risk, or if you are at risk, how you can shift your account to healthy version again. So we will start from the right hand side, which is shipping performance. Okay, so first one is late dispatch rate. Again, this all policies are related to shipment. Okay, shipping. So first one is late dispatch rate. So in Amazon there are 3 type of shipping option. First one is FBA, which we will learn later in this course. Second one is easy ship, where you have to just pack your product, Amazon courier partner will come to you and deliver to the customer. Third one is self ship, where you are going to process the order and you are going to do all the logistic work from your end. So basically late dispatch rate is for someone, okay, for example, if you receive an order and you take 4 to 5 days just to process the order, that means you are not working properly on Amazon, or you are not giving enough attention, or you are not giving enough time to Amazon. So to avoid late dispatch rate, so whenever you get order on amazon.in, make sure you process your order within 12 hours. So for example, if you are using easy ship, so if you process your order in a given time, but Amazon courier partner is not coming to your office for the pickup, that means it is not your fault. So at that particular time, Amazon won't give you late dispatch rate, as Amazon knows you have processed your order, the product is ready to be picked, but the problem is from the courier end. But what if you received the order but you took 4 days to process the order? At that time, Amazon knows you are the one who is not processing the order. So at that time, he will give you the late dispatch rate violation. So the target from Amazon is the percentage should be below 2% in last 60 days. Yes, that is 2 months. For example, in last 60 days, you received 100 orders. So you got delayed in processing 4 orders. That means your late dispatch rate for last 60 days would be 4%, which is not proper according to Amazon. So Amazon will give you violation and your account health will shift from healthy to at risk. Second one is pre-fulfillment cancel rate. If you received any order and that product is not available with you or is in the manufacturing unit right now, so what you do? Usually seller just cancel away the order. That means you have given losses to Amazon. First loss was for you as you received the order but you were not able to process it. Second loss was to the Amazon. As you ship the order, Amazon earn from your commission from the shipping charges, which you didn't allow. So Amazon doesn't like any seller who is canceling the order. So make sure, forget about this target, but make sure you never cancel any order. According to Amazon policy, your target should be under 2% in last 60 days. Same in last 60 days, if you have 100 orders, you can cancel 2 orders, but you have to give Amazon the reason why you are canceling that order. So make sure you never cancel any order on Amazon. Third one is valid tracking rate. If you are using Amazon Easy Shipment, then your valid tracking rate would be always 100%. This policy is basically for all the sellers who is using Easy Ship. For example, if you are using Easy Ship, Amazon doesn't know the product, where is the product and at what time it will deliver to customer. So Amazon want that detail. So Amazon will ask you for tracking ID for each and every self-delivered. So at that time, you have to go with good courier partners, that is Blue Dart, DTDC, Delivery, Express B. You cannot go to any local delivery partner or any local logistic for the delivery of the product. So you use proper delivery partners and a good delivery partner who can provide you with proper tracking details. Second column is policy compliance. So the first one is suspected intellectual property violation. So if you're doing any kind of listing on Amazon and by mistakenly in the bullet point or in description, you write away someone brand's name. So Amazon's software will catch you and give you a violation that you have used some other brand name in your listing. So he will straight away block your listing. So make sure you never use any brand name in your listing. Okay, you cannot use that or else your listing would be deactivated and you will get a violation over here and your account will be at risk. Second one is received intellectual property complaint. This means Amazon has not given you any violation for using any brand name, but the seller has given you. If a seller thinks that you are using his brand name, so he can send you a complaint via Amazon that please don't use my brand name or else your account will be suspended. If you know, while we were doing listing, I just copied a complete listing but I left the brand name because I cannot use anyone's brand name, right? So even if you are copying anyone's listing, so make sure you skip that brand name and you write yours. If a seller raises a complaint, your account will be deactivated. Third one is product authenticity customer complaint. So this complaint is basically for all the mappers who is going to sell branded products. If you sell first copy product or a duplicate product, customer will file a complaint against you and your account will be suspended. So make sure you sell proper original products and you give proper invoices to Amazon. Your account never gets deactivated on Amazon. Fourth one is product condition customer complaint. If you give a product to a customer which is used or the box is already open, so Amazon customer knows that the product which I have received is used or damaged, so he can raise a complaint on you and your account will get suspended. You will get a violation where you need to provide proper details why this happened to this customer and why this will never repeat again. So make sure you never get such error or else your account will be at risk for a longer period. Fifth one is food and product safety issues. For example, if you are into grocery products, so it is important that you follow each and every policy given by the government as well as Amazon. So if a customer complains regarding to your product, Amazon will give a violation over here and you need to provide Amazon with proper documents that you are selling a proper product. All your food products are healthy and has no problem. Next one is listing policy violation. Many of the time happens is you have not taken a proper approval on Amazon, or a product which you want to sell on Amazon needs 2 or 3 approvals. At that time Amazon will block your listing and ask you to please apply for that product approval, and again your listing would be active. So for that Amazon will give you this kind of violation. So you have to follow each and every step and get all the approvals done. Next one is restricted product policy violation. So there are multiple restricted products which are sold on Amazon. So Amazon find that out. So Amazon will give you violation, and on the spot your account will be suspended. So make sure you never sell any product which are restricted on Amazon. Next one is customer product review policy violence. If a customer is not happy with your product, so he will give you a negative review. So Amazon doesn't like any customer who is not happy. So Amazon will give you a violation saying that the customer is not happy with your product. Please make sure your product is perfect, or you have written proper bullet point and description related to your product. So next time the customer knows what kind of product the customer is going to receive. So this kind of violation you get over here. Last one is other policy violation. There are multiple small policies or small violations, such as if you forget to provide invoice with your order, then Amazon customer can file a complaint against you. If your product doesn't have a MRP tag, then it is not allowed to sell on Amazon. So there are multiple small policies which you need to follow. So make sure you follow each and every policy while you are selling on Amazon. You follow each and everything and make sure you don't face any issue. Once your account get on at risk column, it takes around 1 month to get it back to healthy. So make sure your account never gets at risk column. Now let's talk about the last one, that is customer service performance. So basically customer service, this policy is related to customer. Okay, so first one is order defect rate. Means if a customer received a wrong product or a damaged product, they file a complaint in Amazon related to that particular order, and your order defect rate is increased over here. According to Amazon, it should be under 1% in last 30 days. So according to Amazon, it should be under 1% in last 30 days. So make sure you never get this order defect rate, because if you get multiple order defect rate, your account will get suspended on the spot. So make sure you are processing an order, or you are giving an order which is proper, the product is proper, which matches your description and bullet point. In order defect rate, there are multiple parameters. First one is negative feedback. If a customer gives you a negative feedback, the entry is done over here, because Amazon doesn't like an unhappy customer. The next one is A to Z claim. A to Z claim means Amazon, for customer, Amazon has given complete right from order delivery to return to any complaint. So if customer has multiple queries, multiple issues related to one product, it comes under A to Z claim, where we as a seller, we have to accept each and every problem. So make sure you never get A to Z claim. The last one is chargeback claim. So in Amazon, there are multiple categories where a customer cannot return his order. What if the customer is not happy with the product, or he has received a defected product? So he can return you the product. That means he have to file a complaint in Amazon related to your product and product ID. At that time, you will get a notification in chargeback claim that customer is not happy with your product. So you have to approve the refund. You cannot just say no to any customer, or else your account will get at risk. So any complaint in chargeback claim, you have to approve it within 24 hours. So make sure you are approving all the chargeback claim. So this was the basic account health. So while you are selling on Amazon, make a habit of checking your account health at least twice a day, because anything happens in your account health will impact your seller account, and anything happen in your seller account, anything you do in your seller account, that get directly impact to the account health. So make sure your account health is proper and you are following each and every policy given in the account health section. Please make sure you are writing down each and every point in a notebook or mobile. So whenever you start with your online business, you know what all things you need to do, what all things you need to take care about. Please comment down below what all things you have learned in this lecture. It will be really helpful for us whether you are learning properly or not. Secondly, so the new students know this chapter is about what. So make sure you comment down below.